March. And also Dale and CDP and myself have sent out the final closing letters this week for contractor 1 at the park, according to what we talked about at our Parks Committee and those kinds of things. So those are actually the 2 items that's taking most of our time. I'll take any questions that you may have.
Questions for Mr. Stone?
Totally off the subject of parks. I know we've had a ton of water, we've had lots of snow, lots of removal issues. We have potholes throughout the town, I understand that. But it seems two that seem to get my eye on a regular basis, and I try and go around them as best I can too, but man, they're really beating some people up down on Ellipse Street.
Down where?
Ellipse.
The tennis courts there, or the track?
Yeah.
We 21 and 25 through town are state roads, and we've been working with their maintenance trying to get them to work on them, although we have assumed that responsibility. Here lies the problem. We have in the last couple of weeks put a number of times we put the coal patch in. With the wet weather and the freezing, as soon as you put it down, it comes back out. First dry day that we get, a little bit of warmer weather, we're going to go back and do it again. As soon as the weather changes and we get warmer weather, with the kind of freezing and thawing that we've had this year, there's going to be a number of places, we've been talking about it, we're going to have to dig them out and do quite a bit of surface work. Now the state, as Steve mentioned a few minutes ago, is supposed to come in early spring and blacktop 25 and 21 from Estill Street back down to 25 South, and hopefully beyond, but that's what's in, and also Peggy Flat Road, the area that's within the state right away. But we do have a number of potholes. We've got potholes on streets that we've never had them before, and as soon as it dries, we'll try to once again do the coal patch, and just as soon as the weather permits, I will say it'll be April to May, though, we'll start having to dig out several areas and replace them.
Randy, where did you say that they're going to do from Estill Street south? What about coming through town? I mean, out by Kentucky Fried Chicken.
That's that, yes.
Okay, yeah. I got the impression they were going from Estill Street on down 25 instead of starting out.
That's north.
North.
Okay.
Going to start Estill Street and come through town.
Okay.
Because our redesign goes from the top of Estill Street on out, so no, it comes back this way. It comes
okay.
Back to the west.
And through the
right. Everything will be supposed to be resurfaced, with the exception of what was resurfaced 2 years ago. Those areas won't be touched. Like
that's supposed to be in the spring.
Yes, sir.
What about 21? I mean, are they talking about blacktop? I mean, because it's falling apart too.
21 in what area?
Out there from Bratcher Lane.
No, I don't have any confirmation of that.
You know where
I do.
I
do. Yes. Matter of fact, it's worse there than I've ever seen it in my years. So.
I was just wondering if there was probably wouldn't do any good. I don't know, but I just wonder if you put cones up there in the curb, if that would just help alert people that it's
we could try.
Hazard there or something.
We can try that.
And I know the water issue, is all that water just coming off that grassy hill there from the college, or is that just, I mean,
leaching out through there? Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I thought that stoplight pole went through the drain pipe.
Well, even at that, that is one problem, but it still is above that. It leaches out of the hill, and maybe something we have to do as far as a catch basin in there sometime and pipe it on down to that basin. But it's very red, so it's coming out of the slate that's in that area.
Other questions? That's your report?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Council comments? Mr. Van Winkle?
No comment.
Mr. Lakes?
No comment, sir.
Mr. Wagers?
None, sir.
Ms. Farmer?
I'd just like to compliment Tim and his crew on dealing with the massive amount of snow and ice and whatever that they've done.